This is lengthways. So I've done 3. This is kind of how I've learned to do it so far, and it's worked for me. So now you have 2, and basically that's it. That's the sample preparation, which is what makes this technique great, because that's all you have to do. As long as you don't get the first layers with varnish or whatever. And then these are the tweezers we use for the darts. And basically we would just put it on our hand, tweak it like that, and then once you go to the dart, you'll see, you've already seen it, but you put it in the ion stream, and you want to make sure that you don't put it in such a way that you're blocking the stream, the helium stream, because you need to allow for the ions to go into the mass spectrometer machine.
It's a nightmare sometimes, you can't see anything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's really good.
Yes. Udah.
It's just practice. That's what you're here to do. This is why it is better to have 3, 5, even 10 samples from one, because half of them will end up on the floor by accident. Okay, you need to go lower and also more to the right. Yeah, that's better.
Good.
That's better.
Okay.
All of you go to the left. Or the Mendy. Yeah, get rid of it. Try from this side. Yeah. Sometimes it's easier. And just get the very tip.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. First thing is to look at your PEG. So when we do the spectra, we want this to be on. But when we do PEG, basically it doesn't really matter. I'll explain why. So normally, this is kind of lazy. So it means that you don't have to take away noise. So everything will work. You can do it on your spectra if you want to, and it will still work. However, when you do this, it takes away this noise signal from it, so it's cleaner. It's better to do. So, but if you're just doing your PEG, you don't need it. You can be lazy. So let's go up and have a look at your PEG. So control and drag. Yeah. And then control. Perfect. And then here. So the first time you do just the first one, and okay. So this is really, you can tell it's bad because the tallest peak is supposed to be 503, which is fine. Let's have a look at this anyway. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then bookmark it. So do control. Yeah. One more time. Perfect. That's fine. And then just control over there. Oh, double click. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, which one did you say looked good? This one?
Yeah.
3.54. I agree with that. Look, you can tell. Because it's the tallest. So let's ignore all of these. And let's focus on this one, this one. Okay, so open up all 4. So the reason you're getting this noise is because when you do control, you're doing quite a wide thing. If you zoom in even just a little bit, and you kind of try and make it a little bit more, right, that's too small. Then you'll get something a little bit cleaner. But it doesn't matter too much. Okay, cool. And now we want to have a look at this 503 peak. So zoom in on the top one and make a box. Yeah, make a box. Yeah, okay. And again. And again. Cool. And then go to the top. So scroll down, up. Cool. Right. Now we can definitely tell there's a difference, but it's fine. We can also tell that from the intensity, 10 to 4, this one is much better because these all have no intensity, which means they're very, very short. But that's okay. Okay? And do make NZ calibration from spectrum.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. So, not actually as bad as Booty's. His was crazy. I would get rid of this one. Right, okay, and release. Yeah, and then get rid of that one as well. Get rid of that one as well. Okay. Ooh. Get rid of... Yeah, get rid of this one and then maybe this one as well. Yeah, try that one. Okay, we want both of these numbers to finish with e to the 0, 1, 3. The Joel engineer will tell you that you only need to do e to the minus 12. However, it's much better to do 13. It means the calibration metric is more accurate. So anyway, this is the number we want to write down. So fill it in. We have tenths. It's also good to note 7.128 e minus. I just do minus 13. I just press the top. If you have to get rid of like 7, 8, 10 of these, that's a bad sign, and I don't think you should use the data from that one. If you've got like 1, 2, 3 points and that's it, I wouldn't trust it because you've manipulated it too much. Yeah. Okay, cool. So then we're going to go to tool at the top. Update NZ calibration. Never ever click on this. Ever. Okay. Cool. Close everything. And we're going to do the exact same close. So on here, go right click and close all charts. Perfect. And then we're going to go back and we're going to do the exact same thing when you open all of the keys. So we're going to do this one again, this one again, this one again. Yeah, see? It's much cleaner. Yeah, perfect. If you want to zoom in, yeah, if it's easier, that's fine. Yeah, perfect. Cool. And then we're going to zoom. So this one, you can see the 503 is the tallest. It's the parent ion. That's how we know it's a good one. This one, 503, oh no, wait, what was it? This one, maybe? Not so good. But, okay. And then look at 503 again. Again. And one more time. Okay, and scroll up so we can see the number. Okay, so this still isn't perfect. It's supposed to be 503.306. However, it's close enough for today. On your instrument, I would try and make sure you get exactly 503.306 because it's new. It should be the best it's ever been. And we can see that we've got a lot of drift. So 307 all the way to 324. That's bad. So if you remember, there are two ways we can sort out the drift, partial or full. So we're going to have to delete all these numbers because they're from the same settings that Rudy has. So if you go up to the top and you go to column 1, up here, yeah. So 0 to 1, you need to change this to 3 because this one was between 3 and 4. So put 3 and then click tab. And then again, too many times. That's okay. 3, tab. Okay, and then put 4. And then tab. Yep, tab again. Okay, and then what do you put for that? 10. Yeah. 10 to...
11.
Yeah, perfect. 10. Tap. 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 Perfect.
15. 1, 5. No.
The numbers are very small. It's 16. Perfect. And that one, we're going to do 20. So 20. Okay?
Tap.
Yeah, and then
Execute.
execute. Okay, cool. So, you have much less variation. Remember when we did it for Rudy's, and at the beginning it was very busy. So your PEG could be applied to current data. Okay, done. We can get rid of these now, and now we can focus on the data that we're done. So go right click, close all charts. Perfect. And then double click on that. And we know that between our first point and our second point, the only species you ran was Ectoderm. So what I like to do is grab the big box, and then I know that everything in here is all Ectoderm, and we can start with this one. So I would do all of them because we're trying to build as much data as possible. So the way that we do it is we're going to go subtract on now, and I don't know about this one actually, but we're going to do control and then shift over noise. And it's a good idea to try and get it not too far away. If you're doing here and then you're getting your noise from over here, this data is not going to match the noise that was going on at the beginning, even though it looks similar. So do that for all of yours. So I did the first one.
Okay.
Yeah? Well, we'll find out in a minute. I'm sure they scroll to the side. Yeah? You can do this one too. There's no reason why you can't do it. Yeah? And then that one. Yeah. Perfect. And then do these. Alright, just double click. And then you are number 7, so put a box here. All the way to the bottom, all the way to the bottom, all the way. Yeah. That's okay, nothing, just click. And then do another box because you will need it. Yep. And then do it again, so you were doing this. And actually, let's just play around with it. So can you do shift over that one? Sorry, do the control over that one. And then do the shift over the one next to it. Do shift over here. All over this. Yeah, more. And that's it. Yeah? So this is taking away the positive signal from the other signal. So this is useless. And it's really obvious, especially if you do it really wrong and you do control over noise and shift over thing and it comes out upside down. So that's bad. If you see that, very bad.
That's one.
Yeah, that's you can do that one. You can do those ones. There's no reason not to. Get as many as possible. Yeah. And then that one is massive. You can make 4 from that. So I would do like each peak, the second one. Yep. Nice. Yep, and then do the second one. Okay, and then you have one more, 1.1. That one. Okay, so let's have a look. So some of them have 449 and some of them don't. So I would check matches for this one and then I would check matches for this one. And then you can decide what to get rid of. So do right click, library search.
Yeah, Amphotheca. Oh, Tectona grandis in the 7.
7.
7. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. Try the rest of them because you've got a lot of variation. So maybe you have it in something else. You can just try this one. Much better. Okay. So go back. This one is very noisy, but we can try it anyway. Yep. That's okay. So I would immediately get rid of that one. So go back and then right click, close A chart. So if you want to delete one, you delete close A. If you want to delete one, and then scroll down to the bottom. Yeah, you can do it. I don't think that's it. At the bottom, you scroll down.
Yeah.
Okay. On this, yeah, all the way. So these two should be
Tectona grandis.
check the logo. Perfect. So we know that it's looking for the 449 peak. So all the ones without the 449 peak, I would get rid of all of these. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Yep. 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 Get rid of that. Okay, so there is some variation. Did you check the match? Yeah.
Only one.
Okay. So let's save all of these. So the way that we're going to save them is I always start at the top because then it's easier. So we're going to go to File, Export, Export, Plain Text Essential, perfect. And you're in Ruby folder. Yeah. So MRA is your initials. And always do capital A. And then pick up underscore. Perfect. And then this is Tectona.